Welcome to Real Life and Music After Show.
And he would not let it down, and he saw them cameras were rolling. He took the opportunity to try to play me. And that's one thing about us Leos, and that's one thing about us fire signs. You can never play me, baby, because I will come in front. I will get in front of it. I will tell you the truth, and I will own it. And everybody's gonna be on my side. She's like, you know what? I've been through that before, because I know plenty of motherfuckers that have been in their college years or anything of that nature that may have happened to them. Just like when I was on my last show that I was on, where people. When another cast member was trying to play me because I said, "Hey, bitch, when I go to pee, I might have a little dribble on it," and then you tried to play me like, "Oh, this," and then the people in the comments was like, "Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, I dribble too.
I'm a dribbler."
Right? And then I think he was sitting on the side or something, or the couch or something, and it was almost like he was trying to supervise me, picking this shit, and I tell you. Like y'all have seen me turn. Like I literally, and then I was so angry.
Girl, I was like,
this is the moment. We are going to.
Girl, me and Karma was sitting here like this.
And then once he kept mentioning it, and I kept noticing production was doing their job. They kept circling, getting the angles of him saying it.
That baby was all around that living room.
I was just like, okay. So we gonna do this. So I said, since you so concerned about my piss, get down on your knees so I can piss in your mouth.
What did you think about that, baby? Bryson said that.
Jaw dropped. I was like, oh my, he was like, I'll piss in your mouth. I think me and Karma might have looked at each other and it was just like, I didn't know what to say.
Since you so concerned about my piss, get down, because you want it so bad, then get down on your knees and let me piss in your mouth.
Look, and ain't that in the trailer where Brad would be like, the piss in my mouth.
I said, get on your knees.
Okay,
get on your knees.
Y'all are really going at it, and it was just like, I don't even know how to de-escalate. I'm just going to sit
no,
and Karma
then
was
what
like,
happened then what happened was, bitch, and you know we from up top.
Yeah. He took off his chains,
and that's when all my shit. I was ready.
Yeah, he was ready.
I was. You know, when you cock back like this.
Yeah.
And I was putting my chest because I was ready to hit him with.
I don't know if I stood up then, but I was like, Rebel, chill out. I was like, chill out, because you taking off jewelry. Like, wait, why?
Like, why would you right?
Why are we taking off jewelry?
We can have a reality TV moment, girl, but you taking off your jewelry.
Yeah, I was like, oh, bitch, are we ready?
Okay.
They even said Vae and Bryson said from up north, like, you know, and you from up north originally too, right? They said you don't when you take your chains off, that's a sign of like you ready to fight. Yeah, so he said that's the point where they was just like, because they said they both feel like you was wrong for like it's okay for us to go at it, but the moment you initiate like.
This man is literally saying he's gonna piss in my mouth, and you think I'm gonna let him piss on my Dollar General jewelry?
He's a rest.
Wait, like you think I'm gonna let him piss on my dollar store jewelry? No, nigga. If you gonna piss,
you should have had a category for like who you think in the group is the most messy. Vae is number one, baby. Vae.
I don't think Vae messy. Vae not messy.
Damn, every fucking time I keep forgetting. Every time I say
but
Vae is not messy. This is the thing. I listen. I'm a straightforward person. If I feel like Vae was messy, I would say Vae not messy.
So I feel like I took off my changes because I didn't want to fight. However, at that point, I felt like if you have this animosity, if you have, you know what I'm saying, if you're drunk to the point to where you're pissing on couches, you're not able to, you know what I'm saying.
Well, he said he peed because y'all scared him.
Oh my God.
You said that man's face looked like a foot. Me and Karma, I swear to God, there were so many gags in y'all argument. Y'all were coming at each other so hard. It was a volcano, and me and Karma was just there witnessing that one miraculous
y'all
event.
Was quiet the whole time.
No, but it wasn't.
There was no place for us to say anything.
But it wasn't more. No, that's not an accurate description. He was the Mayans, and I was the volcano. There was no. Come on, Pompeii.
Right.
Girl, he wasn't. What was he saying? Because as soon as I said, "Girl, you look like a foot in the face," he said, "Ooh."
Girl, ooh, we all felt hurt when you said that. I said, "Oh my God."
And then he come back to you and says, "Do I really look like a foot in the face?" He went to several people that day.
Girl,
he was hurt.
And I felt bad for laughing at that point because I'm like, damn, I'm like, you can't take a joke.
That was not a joke. That was scientific proof, honey. That's in Wikipedia.com.
Just not Wikipedia, not Google.
Girl, please.
Not Google it.
Please.
That shit gagged me. Y'all was gagging me. Y'all was hitting below. Y'all was hitting below
I mean,
the
he
earth.
does look like his eyes look like the toe, and then his nose and his lips look like the cuticle, and then his top of his head it just looks like the top of the. It does look like a toe. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
He looks like a foot.
Okay, let's put a pause. Let's move on. Bryson, you was lit that whole vacation. Do you remember the pink party?
No, he don't.
Wait, that's when we had to go.
Girl, that's when you was like this.
Wait.
The pink party with Rebel performed, Lottie performed, and Ty.
Yeah, I remember that. And he was we were like on some green pasture or something.
Yeah.
Or like the little
That's
turd.
how got me.
So talk about the green party. Like, who performance did y'all like?
There was a lot of people from Atlanta there.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm talking about the group. Who did y'all like in the group?
Well, there were a lot of other people from Atlanta there that we enjoyed.
I liked everybody's performance. I think everybody's a good performer. It was only those three. It was Lottie, Rebel, and Ty. Ty knows how to work the crowd.
I didn't like Ty's performance. I'm not trying to hate. I just didn't think that. I'm not speaking from like a. I'm speaking from
your opinion.
I think that Ty just needs to work on how he cups the mic, or the way that because he doesn't. I don't think he knows how to control it because of the way that he has such nasal congestion when he. Come on now, see, I'm just trying to pick. Come on.
I'm trying to keep it straight.
I'm the only person that seemed like he got Chick-fil-A in his mouth when he raps.
Not Chick-fil-A. First it was a buffet.
There was a Thanksgiving
The
meal.
whole Cracker Barrel, honey. He's got the whole cheddar biscuit, honey, in there. But I was just saying that, like, he needs to work on his diction, and I think he needs to work on his versatility. As far as how he delivers, like how you can deliver, like it's just make it more interesting.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he tries to use his outfits so much to try to supply for it or whatever. Because he only do two or three hops and bops and bops. Now Rebel, on the other hand, he was good because he was able to engage with people. He was jumping on whatever he was doing. I will never take that from him. He's a good performer. And then Lottie does her thing. You know, she has her particular crowd that she works, and she works her crowd with. But I think the weakest one was Ty, is because. He not only does he have the nasal problems, but he still has to work on his Lottie, and I feel like Lottie, Lottie and Rebel, they have a little bit more stage experience on
how to move around,
except for wearing glitter pants and dropping it down and thinking you're eating.
Okay, I kind of do get what you mean, cause I do see Lottie and Rebel like, but I think it's something about Ty too. I think they're all three great performers.
So
like,
who did you enjoy though that day the most?
I feel like I enjoy Ty's. For me, I'm a catchy person, so Ty, keep it cute. It's catchy. You can sing along. You can shout that shit.
Okay.
Or Rebel. And I mean, even Lottie motherfucking fire. But I told Lottie, it take too long to get to the motherfucking fire part. I'm like, I love that part, but it like, your verse is, and it's crazy she said the same thing about me. We both say your verse is too long. Yeah.
Who do you feel like did the best?
Me.
Why you feel like you did the best? If you said you feel like you the best, you still
So
right?
I feel like I had the best show mix as far as like.
So Lottie said they felt like you had the worst performance simply because you was trying to show that you got bars. They said when you go to a Pride event, because it's World Pride, people want to twerk, they want to have a theme song. They said you was trying to like show off your bars. So they said that you had the least crowd.
I literally performed Break My Soul, the Break My Soul remix to Beyonce, Can't Sit With Us.
Well, they said well, Lottie
Can't
did.
Sit With Us is a Vogue song where
Karma Vogue.
Karma Vogue.
So right, yeah, Karma did.
I rapped a cappella just the first bar of Fresh.
Yeah, but she was saying you had the least.
And motherfucking fire is a. And motherfucking fire.
Thing though, come on now, like.
No. What? She said it before too.
Okay.
She said it, yeah, but
so it might be real. It might be real.
It must have been. This is like I said, but we were still like towards.
Yeah, y'all would get into it a little bit. But no, she said.
And motherfucking fire is Pride.
What she said?
Well, I guess she said it's a dyke. I guess was saying that shit.
No, she
But-
said it's like a fun song. She said she felt like you took yours too serious. Like you know how you were trying to be like a battle rapper.
I literally
more so
got on,
rather
I
than.
literally was dancing on lesbians. I was on tables. I was.
She said the crowd wasn't going up
fucking
for you.
delusional.
Do you feel like the crowd was going up for you?
But
Yes.
in the video I saw, she was bobbing her head.
Like yes.
I'm just saying, she was bobbing her head.
I mean, and the thing is
during the
that
performance.
even if you feel like the crowd wasn't going up for me, I had an amazing time. I had an
Yeah.
amazing time. Everybody around us had an amazing time.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure
at
they
the end
bobbed
of-
for her shit because that's
Yeah,
all we
they were.
hear.
She was a lesbian. She was a lesbian.
All we hear is her performing motherfucking fire.
I took a step back when I started to realize, okay, I still took responsibility even in my lit stage, and I still paid for it. So I was still capable of taking accountability for it.
Yeah,
once
but
I realized.
you very much was. But I'm saying I think he still felt like it should have been a much deeper or harder conversation.
I
But
don't
he
know
also
what he
felt
wanted.
like-
But I also feel like you see that when we were doing the live before, he felt like nobody gives me accountability because what he wants to do is have me be embarrassed and
Oh,
chastised.
I did see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
like,
way he
he
was
does-
talking to Jamie
The
or
Jamie,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
Jamie has Jamie
And yeah, that's not your
production,
place to
everybody.
say. That's not your
Yeah,
place to call
that's
that
why
out.
I tell you, I was like y'all don't know, me and Bryson have some, like,
Yes,
you know,
we
I
have-
would get on him about
it.
but I'm not going to.
Right, Bryson is his own person.
Yeah, I'm
You
not.
can't
Yeah,
say
I'm not
nothing.
gonna say too much to him when
Yeah.
he's not, when we're not filming a show or something.
Or,
Unless I
but you
feel like,
can't
well,
hold somebody else accountable for
Exactly.
Bryson's actions.
No, what
You talk to
he
Bryson.
wants is what
But
he
I do
wants.
think I have to agree. I think he want us to, because he don't like Bryson. He wanted to be done in a certain way, but it's just like I'm not doing.
That's
it.
what I was
No,
saying. Like,
You
what
can do
did you
that.
want?
So you and Bryson
something
have
to
y'all
him.
1-on-1, but I'm not finna be
Right, because
Yeah.
you don't want that
Because you
one-on-one.
said what you had to say to him
Yeah.
when we were in the house.
Yeah.
Yes,
and all that
exactly.
shit.
And
And that should have been the
And I
end
kept
of it.
telling Bryson, I kept telling him, I was saying I didn't feel like your intention. You did intention.
Yeah,
but I'm
right.
saying
That's-
you could
yeah, that
just
was
be
the
a little. You could
conversation.
show like you at least apologize to
Apologetic
everybody.
to the
rest of the
Exactly.
group.
Because I kept telling her, I said he ain't did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, he was mad. He went
Yeah.
out and smoked a cigarette. I didn't feel like it
And
was
I felt like
intention.
too at that moment, I think that because of the fight and because of how I felt like I wasn't sure who was on my side or who was angry or who was there. I didn't feel I wasn't in that moment where I could actually apologize to anybody. I needed that moment. I'm always the type of person, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will admit when I'm wrong, and I will admit what I gotta do, and I will take full responsibility. And like we were talking about, like, you know, trying to make self-improvements on myself, and then seeing myself on camera, and, you know, even though much hasn't changed, but there are certain things that I realized I need to adjust.
Yeah.
But at that same time, it was devastating for me. I felt embarrassed. I felt 100% embarrassed that even happened because I felt like we ruined the trip. I felt like I ruined the trip, but I also felt like
But I was very much like a person. We can't crowd spill milk.
Right.
It was very much like
Yeah,
let's
right.
get
You were
on.
like, next thing.
Yeah, let's
Right,
let's
which
go
I
to this
appreciate.
event. It was I want
And yeah, Rebel was giving crowd for spilled milk.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
I was
but
like,
it's because it was Bryson.
Exactly.
Lottie said she had to get out on all these shows herself when she got to New Orleans. She said y'all didn't
I
put
did.
no.
Hold on.
Nobody. I put my own stuff.
Right, because
Well, she was under the impression that it was all through.
No, it's so
no,
that we all
'cause
end up on the same
even
show
with Ty, like it wasn't. I had performed at New Orleans probably the year before already, so they had already asked me to come. So when Ty Valentino said that he was going for the awards, I was like, oh, well, guess what? I'm also performing.
And then when I spoke with Nikki,
Yeah.
like, oh, that'd be cool. Dope too. You perform. I was like, okay,
So,
cool. that's
Rebel, you
perfect.
didn't get nobody your connection. You didn't get none of your connection because you said you performed the year before, so that's a connection,
Yeah,
right?
I-
You didn't give them to none of your friends.
You have friends?
Bo and Ty.
you say-
Oh no, I have my own. No, I already do it.
Well, I'm just saying though. Why, I'm curious
so-
why you didn't put them on.
because I don't have to.
I'm
Because
just asking a question.
No, and I mean,
Okay.
and what I'm doing is I'm answering your question
Okay.
by saying that, like, with Vo and Ty, you know what I'm saying? We all know where we stand. You know what I'm saying? Ty performs in places around crowds. You know what I'm saying? In his realm. Vo performs in places, you know, in his realm. You know what I'm saying? We all be in our own world. Just because we're friends does not mean that we have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you need to perform here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that.
It's not like that. Okay, so y'all don't. So okay, yeah, so she just felt left out that because she was under pressure, but I'm in clarity now that y'all was all working through together. Like you got on, so then you put them on. Rebel got on, so y'all all did y'all own work.
And what's crazy? Sorry. What's crazy is that the year before that I performed at
Lottie
was there.
Lottie was there.
Lottie was literally there in the crowd, and she literally talked to Nikki that day about performing the next year. Like literally the year before I went with my ex, and that's when we performed at the it was like a rainbow party, kind of like how the pink party was. Lottie and her girlfriend was there, and Lottie had already, like, come on girl, you, like I said, she's fucking delusional.
But it always happens after.
She's like, she's
I just feel like when those questions
she's
are
like
asked,
grasping for straws, and it's like, girl.